Hi, my name is Mike Bryant. I'm the head of RADA Wellbeing Service. Thank you for listening to this training on harassment and sexual misconduct awareness. This training is crucial for promoting awareness of harassment and sexual misconduct. We aim to empower RADA students with the knowledge and strategies to create a safer learning environment. Understanding these issues is the first step toward a supportive atmosphere where everyone feels respected and protected. Our discussion will cover various key topics, including understanding why the Office for Students set up the training modules, explaining why addressing this is so important, highlighting the key areas of relevance on the subject, and improving student experiences as a result of this training. Some of the topics we're going to cover during this workshop include understanding the meaning of harassment and sexual misconduct, bystander intervention strategies and reporting procedures. Also, we'll discuss the importance of confidentiality and trauma-informed support, as well as how to promote a culture of respect and inclusion. Just so you know, the Office for Students is the independent regulator for higher education in England. It has the legal authority to set and enforce standards, monitor compliance, and it requires universities to meet specific conditions in order to access funding and degree awarding abilities and the ability to recruit international students. The E6 refers to a range of conditions, this one being around harassment and sexual misconduct awareness training. You can find their website on officeforstudents.org.uk. So just to repeat, E6 is one of the regulations aimed at ensuring universities prevent harassment and sexual misconduct. This reinforces a commitment to safe environments conducive to learning, necessitating compliance from all universities as they develop their policy. Addressing harassment and sexual misconduct at RADA is vital. It fosters a sense of safety among students and staff and cultivates an atmosphere more conducive to learning and personal growth. In the next few slides that follow, we're going to define concepts like consent, harassment, and sexual misconduct. A solid understanding of these terms will help students recognize abusive behaviors and take appropriate actions in response. What is consent? Consent is fundamental in any interaction. It must be communicated clearly, be ongoing, and given freely. It's important to understand that consent is not given if it's based on silence, past relationships, or pressure. Both parties should feel safe and respected in expressing their agreement for any situation. Here are some crucial definitions. Harassment. Harassment refers to any unwanted behavior that infringes on a person's dignity, especially when being intimidated. Sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct involves actions of a sexual nature that occur without consent, violating personal boundaries, and together they represent serious issues that require awareness, prevention efforts, and supportive responses for those affected. Online harassment is another area we take very seriously, and here are some strategies on how to respond. With minor incidents, screenshot evidence should be collected, blocking or reporting the person on the platform, and talking to friends or student support at RADA. With ongoing harassments, keep records of everything, use RADA's Report a Concern form, and we'll help you to handle it. Serious threats or sexual abuse, contact RADA Student Services immediately and report it to the police or the National Crime Agency. Remember, online harassment of RADA students is our responsibility too, so reach out for support. Our Report a Concern form, again, covers all forms of harassment, including what happens online. In the next few slides, we're going to talk about bystander intervention. Bystander intervention is a way of saying when you see something that doesn't look right, do something safe and appropriate to help. Bystanders play a crucial role in preventing harassment. This slide is about the actual things you can do to intervene as a bystander. It's referred to as the 5 Ds. First of all, distract if you feel safe, create a diversion to interrupt the situation without direct confrontation. Delegate, seek help from others, such as a colleague or authorities to help intervene safely. Document, record details of the incident to provide evidence if needed later. Delay, check in with the person affected after the incident to offer your support. And direct, address the situation directly if you feel safe by speaking up or intervening. The following is a scenario, an imaginary scenario, testing what would you do in this situation regarding your own actions around intervening as a bystander. The scenario is this. 2 students witness unwanted advances towards a classmate at a RADA event. You notice the classmate looks uncomfortable. Classmate's trying to step away and appears to be saying no, but the other person keeps moving closer and touching their arm despite their clear signs of discomfort. As bystanders, you and your friend realize that you need to act, but you want to intervene safely without escalating the situation or putting anyone at further risk. So pause for a moment and think, what could you do in this situation? When you're ready, resume the presentation. So after having paused this presentation to consider what bystander responses you might take, here are some possible responses. You can step in safely and interrupt or redirect, but only if you feel safe to do so. You can get help, find security, a member of staff or other students nearby. You can create a distraction by changing the subject abruptly. You could document it, taking notes, remembering the details for later if needed. You could check on the person affected and asking them, are you okay, at a point where you feel it's safe. You could report it using RADA's reporting system when the timing is appropriate. You could connect the affected person to support, let them know that help is available either through the student academic service or the student well-being counseling service. But remember, you have the power to make a difference and to trust your instincts and act safely. Knowing how to report a concern is vital for a safer environment. The next 2 slides show 2 access points to report a concern. One is through the student SharePoint pages. And the next slide shows the online website open to the public. This is a screenshot of the website which the public can access and use to report a concern, as well as any RADA students or staff. By clicking on the report a concern text in the box, it opens up a form where you can begin to state what it is you are concerned about. The more information you provide, the more likely this is to be looked into and investigated. If it's left anonymous, that makes it more difficult to investigate. Thank you for attending this workshop. Let's reaffirm our commitment to a harassment-free environment at RADA and always realize that support is available in many different forms from staff, from the student academic service, from the well-being service. don't hesitate to say something if you feel concerned about your own safety or the safety of a colleague. Thank you for attending, and goodbye.